Gentlemen, there's a reason James Bond never looks out of place. And it's not just the suits. It's not the budget. It's not even the lifestyle. It's clarity. And no one represents that better than Daniel Craig. Because after 45, style isn't about trying harder. It's about removing what doesn't work and getting the basics right. Let's break that down. He prioritizes fit over everything. If you look closely, there's nothing extreme about what he wears. No loud pieces. No attention-seeking details. But everything fits exactly how it should. His jackets sit clean on the shoulders. His shirts follow his frame without pulling. His trousers fall neatly, no bunching, no excess. That's what creates the sharpness. And the truth is, most men overlook this. They focus on brands, colors, trends, but ignore fit. What you should do is simple. Start paying attention to how your clothes sit on your body. Shoulders first, then sleeves, then length. Because when the fit is right, everything else becomes easier. He keeps his color palette simple and why it matters. If you look at Daniel Craig's outfits, one thing becomes very clear. There's no chaos in his colors. Nothing feels random, nothing feels loud, and everything works together. You'll mostly see him wearing shades like navy, gray, black, white, and a few earth tones. That's it. No bright distractions, no unnecessary experimentation. After 45, style isn't about adding more. It's about simplifying what works. When your color palette is clean and consistent, everything becomes easier. You don't have to think too much about what matches. Almost everything in your wardrobe starts to work together naturally. And more importantly, you create a certain presence. You look composed, intentional, in control. Because when your colors are right, everything else starts to fall into place. He masters smart casual. This is where Daniel Craig really stands out because this is exactly where most men struggle. He's almost never overdressed, but he's also never underdressed. Everything sits right in that middle ground where it feels relaxed but still sharp. You'll see him in simple combinations. A polo with tailored trousers, a shirt with a lightweight jacket, or a knit paired with clean pants. Nothing complicated, nothing forced. Most men either go too casual old t-shirts, worn sneakers, or they try too hard and end up looking stiff. Craig avoids both. He keeps it controlled. After 45, this is the sweet spot you want to live in. So the shift is simple. Start upgrading your casual pieces. Replace graphic t-shirts with polos or clean button-downs. Swap bulky athletic shoes for minimal sneakers or loafers. Because when your casual looks intentional, you look sharp without effort. He chooses structure over softness. One thing you'll notice about Daniel Craig's style is that nothing looks weak or shapeless. His clothes don't collapse or hang loosely. Everything has structure. His jackets have clean shoulders. His shirts hold their shape. His fabrics have a certain weight to them. Because structure does something powerful, it adds strength to your appearance. It sharpens your silhouette and makes everything look more intentional. Now compare that to overly soft, worn-out clothing. Thin fabrics, loose knits, and shapeless pieces do the opposite. They remove definition and make your frame look less controlled. After 45, this becomes even more important. You don't need more clothes, you need better structure in what you wear. So the shift is simple. Choose pieces that hold their form and create clean lines. Because when your clothes have structure, you look more solid, more composed, and more in control. He keeps it minimal. If you look at Daniel Craig's style, one thing becomes obvious very quickly. There's no noise. No big logos, no flashy patterns, no pieces trying to steal attention. Everything is simple. And that's exactly why it works so well. Because when there's too much going on in an outfit, it feels busy and slightly forced. But when things are clean and minimal, everything feels controlled and intentional. After 45, this becomes a major advantage. You don't need loud designs or trend-driven pieces. They usually work against you. What works instead is clarity, clean lines, simple combinations, pieces that don't compete with each other. So the shift is simple. Remove what doesn't add value. Because when your style is minimal, people don't focus on your clothes. They focus on you. He invests in the right pieces. If you look at Daniel Craig's wardrobe, you won't see endless variety. What you'll see instead is consistency, the same types of pieces done really well. A few well-fitted jackets, quality shirts, clean trousers, proper shoes. That's the foundation. Most men think improving their style means buying more options, more outfits. But that usually leads to a wardrobe full of average pieces that don't really work together. Craig does the opposite. He focuses on fewer pieces, but makes sure each one is right in fit, in quality, and in how it works with everything else. After 45, this becomes even more important. Your goal isn't experimentation, it's refinement. So instead of asking, what else should I buy? Start asking, is this piece actually good enough to carry my look? Because one strong piece will always outperform several average ones. He understands proportion. One of the reasons Daniel Craig always looks sharp, even in simple outfits, is because everything is balanced. Nothing feels too long, too short, too tight, or too loose. His shirts end at the right point on his torso. His trousers fall cleanly with no excess fabric. His jackets fit his frame without overwhelming it. That balance is what creates a clean, composed look. Most men don't notice this, but they feel it. When proportions are off, something just looks slightly wrong, even if you can't explain why. After 45, this becomes even more important. Sharp style isn't about bold choices, it's about getting the details right. So start paying attention to how your clothes sit on your body. Shirt length, pant break, jacket fit, because when your proportions are right, everything looks cleaner, more balanced, and more intentional. He dresses his age confidently. One of the most powerful things about Daniel Craig's style is that he's not trying to look younger. He's not chasing trends or forcing styles that don't fit him anymore. And because of that, he stands out even more. He leans into maturity, simplicity, and confidence. And that creates a presence that feels grounded and authentic. This is where a lot of men go wrong. They try to hold on to styles from their 20s or copy trends meant for younger guys, which often creates a disconnect. After 45, the goal shifts. It's no longer about looking younger. It's about looking sharper and more intentional. So the change is simple. Stop chasing youth and start refining your style. Because when you dress your age with confidence, you don't look older, you look better. He focuses on presence, not just clothing. This is the part most men overlook, and it's the most important one, because when you look at Daniel Craig, it's not just the clothes that stand out, it's how he carries himself in them. The posture, the way he walks, the way he stands still, everything feels controlled. And that's what gives his style real impact, because clothes alone don't create presence, they support it. You can wear the same outfit, but if your posture is off or your movement feels uncertain, it won't land the same way. After 45, this becomes even more important. Style isn't just what you wear, it's how you show up. So the shift is simple. Stand straighter, slow down, and move with intention. Because when your presence is strong, even simple clothes start to look powerful. The Daniel Craig Formula. The Daniel Craig Formula. If you step back and look at everything we just covered, you'll notice something important. There's nothing complicated about it. No trends, no loud statements, no unnecessary effort, just a few principles. Done right, every single time. Perfect fit, supple, controlled colors, structured clothing that holds its shape, minimal design with no distractions, and most importantly, strong presence. That's it. That's the formula. And the reason it works so well is because it removes confusion. Everything becomes clear, intentional, and easy to repeat.